Welcome back. Collector Dreams here. It's a lazy Sunday and I really just have a hankering to rip some packs and do a comparison. So, this week I've got Pack of Revolution 24-25, Chinese New Year edition I think it's called. And a pack of Series 1 Skybox 94-95. Now in this pack there's no Jordans. There are Jordan cards from Upper Deck in that same year because he had an exclusive deal with Upper Deck when he was not playing. But it doesn't mean we still can't get someone like Shaq, who would be my second preference. Maybe Charles, maybe Kemp, like we picked up yesterday. Still plenty of good guys to get. So this is a 1v1 battle. Last time I had one of these. Modern beat out Vintage. Convincingly, the cards were much nicer. So let's see if we can level the playing field 1-1, or if Modern's going to keep being the champion. Start with Modern first. Now, I am not an expert in any of these cards, to be honest, but Modern I know a lot less about than the 90s stuff, so bear with me because I am going to have to check and see if there's anything of value, but look, doesn't look like it to me. These all seem like they're kind of base cards, which is fine. So we start off with Chris Middleton, Jalen Duren, Dominique, Legends card. I do really like Revolution this year. I kind of like a little bit more, I suppose, historically, with a bit more going on in the background, like with a bit of stadium footage or anything, but see a little bit more life to the card. But I like these, the reflective side of things, and they do look nice. So John Collins, is that slightly different? No, I'm imagining things. Keldon Johnson. So, look, only good card I really like in there is, ironically, the card from the Legends era. Dominique, these guys. I mean, Chris Middleton, decent player, but he's certainly on his way out. Not that exciting to me. So, let's see if Skybox, I've not opened these that I can remember anyway, certainly not in recent times. I might have opened one when I was a kid. We're looking for Raging Rookies, draft picks, 1 in 72, head of the class, 1 in 480, dual autograph card. This is an auto, 1 in 15,000. Okay, let's have a look. Struggling. Had this in the freezer for 5 minutes. What's that? Win a one-on-one game with Magic, or one of 500,505 exciting prizes. Okay. Clearly long since expired. What do we got here? Sam Cassell. Just move the Modern stuff over. Straight away, having not looked at these cards before, I do like it. We got a full bleed, no border. Nice little gold Skybox symbol down the bottom. That background I was talking about, blurred out, but you know it's there, so it creates a bit of life. And more than just the one player, so you've got a bit of an action shot going on. This is an action shot as well, but bit more interesting in my view looking at these cards. Well, that's exciting, David Robinson, but let's just deal with this for a second. Okay, so different cards. So what's this? Is an NBA and NBC insert type of card, or just a sub-theme, subset? Okay, so it's just to do with the finals. Okay. Well, I like these cards even better. This reminds me a lot, actually, of Upper Deck 93, 94 SE cards with the black board, with the black background there, with the gold highlighting. Very similar, in fact. And if we look at the back here, I mean, these are extraordinarily basic, just with the basic information. At least here you've got a second picture. Not sure if you can see that's kind of embossed there, raised as well. So it's definitely got a bit more life to the card, I think. I'm preferring the look of these cards for sure. David Robinson, happy to get him. He's one of the guys I like to collect from the 90s. Like there's a few set guys, and I love the big centers from the 90s. Shaq, Robinson, Hakeem, and Ewing. So that's cool. Glad to have him. Let's see who else we get. Kevin Edwards, Doug Edwards. Don't look like they're any relation. Cards are a little bit stuck. I've had them in the freezer for 5 minutes, but they seem to be coming apart reasonably nicely, except for right there as soon as I say it. We've got some damage there. That just came apart. Lucky it's Reggie Williams, and we don't care about Reggie Williams. See if that helps at all. Probably not, but go over there, Reggie. Adam Keefe. Yeah, they're just a bit more interesting. You've got a little bit of like a graphic design thing, as if the ball's, like almost as we would say in the 90s, he's on fire, from an NBA Jam type of reference, but don't remember ever seeing Adam Keefe become on fire. The Jet, Kenny Smith. This was obviously the year that the Rockets won it all. Or 1 or 2 years, 94, 95, when Jordan wasn't there to stop them. And everyone else had a chance in the league. And they're the only ones that really took advantage at that time. Vernon Maxwell. Another one of these NBA and NBC finals cards. Eldon Campbell. Chris Mullin, Yestrel Sargent. That is a no-nonsense haircut. Absolutely no nonsense. Very much a reporting for duty type of haircut. And Bloody Divac. Okay. Now, I've got to give it to Skybox. I just think the cards look nicer. I mean, the photo quality is obviously clearly not as good. I mean, look at the clarity of this image compared to how dark and sort of hard to distinguish this is. Like, it's very hard to make out any detail around his arm whatsoever. Same with his face, it's a little bit difficult to sort of make out detail, whereas this, I mean, this is obviously vastly superior in terms of the photo quality, but I just like the look of the cards more in this one. And because I didn't get any of my top 5 guys, let's do it. I wasn't going to if I got one of my top 5 guys to collect, but I didn't. So, Upper Deck, Collector's Choice, Series 2. Again, I've not opened any of these, so let's have a look and see what these come in like. This foil looks like it could be a bit difficult. One of these packs where it could create damage, so I'm going to try to be a bit more careful. I Don't want any damage done to the corners of the cards. I've seen this packaging before do damage to cards, so try and be a bit more careful with that. Alright, let's see what we got here. James Robinson on the back. What is this? Players Club. Okay, let's have a look. I think Players Club's an insert. Randomly, so Players Club. Oh, 1-to-1. Okay, so that's not exciting. Players Club Platinum is 1 in 35. Debut trade 1 in 30. Players Club debut trade 1 in 144. Players Club debut trade 1 in 720. Silver, you crashed the game. Gold, you crashed the game 1 in 49. Jordan collection. Ooh, jeez, I didn't realise there was Jordans in this. Okay, let's see what we get. So that's just a normal Players Club. I like the card. I actually prefer the card. I think I prefer the card over the Skybox one. Got the silver versus the gold. 90s was all about the gold after a little while. There was just gold everything. I think they just overdid it after a while. So, yeah, I like this card. Terrell Brandon. Scouting report. Miller time. Okay, so it's a team card. Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks, 1995 playoff time. Eastern Conference semis. Man, Pacers versus Knicks back in the 90s was amazing. And seeing Tyrese just do the Reggie Choke sign in the game one would have been all time had he have not, I think it was a 2 that he hit rather than a 3, and he thought it was game over. But that was awesome. Yeah, I tended to prefer the Pacers over the Knicks just because even though Jordan had history with both Pacers and Knicks, Jordan, I think it seemed to be a little bit more vicious with the Pacers. I couldn't stand John Starks. And when he dunked all over Jordan and I think it was Scotty, it was a hell of a dunk. But yeah, not great to be a Jordan fan that day. Larry Johnson, what's this? Charlotte Hornets Swarm. So that's a Hornets team card, although it's got Larry Johnson on it. Larry's one of the guys I like to collect, so that's cool. And Reggie's one of the guys I like to collect as well. So, I mean, already I'm doing better out of this pack. So I'm going to put the guys over here that I don't care about. I got Reggie. I'm going to put him there. Don't care about these guys. Don't care about those guys except for Dominique. So I'll move those. Try not to knock all the camera while I'm doing it. We'll keep the guys in frame that I actually like. Alright, so Larry Johnson. That's another win. Another team card. Dallas. Man, there's a lot of team cards rather than player cards. Did you know that the Mavericks rallied from a double-digit deficit to win 9 times in 94-95? Christ, that happens pretty much every game now in the modern era, except it's not just like nothing. It's over 20, 30 they come back from. 3 points changed everything. I like Jamal Marshband, but he's not one of my main guys that I like to collect. There it is, Starks. Of course. Knicks card. Yeah, this guy. I took great pleasure in watching Jordan smoke him year after year. Mitch Richmond. This guy could score. So, he's still not one of my guys. We already know who the back guy is here, so let's deal with that first. James Robinson. So we're back to like a normal card there, not a team card. Normal card's okay. It's got the border where you got sort of like the shadow effect going into it. It's kind of basic, but Collector's Choice always was kind of basic. It's like the poor man's set to collect. Gary Trent. BJ Armstrong. I didn't know he went to the Warriors. I remember him obviously being on the Bulls, and I remember him going to Charlotte and talking smack to Jordan after I think they took game 1 or game 2 in the series, and then Jordan just annihilated them after that. We have a gold You Crash the Game card, Sharon Wright. I don't think that's too special. You Crash the Game, gold. Oh, it's a 1 in 49. It's a shame it's not someone a little bit more exciting than Sharon Wright, who I have no idea about. Still, it's kind of cool looking cards, very 90s, all multicolored, imaging behind, gold, big flashy sort of symbols, and Brian Smith. I guess you can count that as a hit, but yeah, whatever. It's certainly not exciting. Yeah. Winner. Just way more variety, exciting things. Team cards, kind of cool. Crash the Game. Yeah, I mean, I like the actual basic cards more, but I like the variety in these cards more, even though the basic cards there are kind of exactly that basic. I'm giving it to Vintage this week. It's 1-1, Modern versus Vintage. All right, thanks for watching.